Guys, it's Elizabeth Finding Elizabeth, and this is my week 90 post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update, take two, because I didn't like take one. So what's going on? Did everybody have a good new year? I hope so. I did. I had to go back to work today and start adulting, which was fine. In the process of doing that. So the numbers, not so exciting anymore, you know? I mean, they don't move very much, and when they move, it's occasionally in the wrong direction, but is what it is, 90 weeks out. My starting weight, almost exactly 2 years from today, I went to my first options class at Kaiser on January 7th. So that means that my anniversary with Patty is coming up. We've been together for 2 years on January 7th. I weighed 402 pounds the first day I went to that class. So 2 years ago, 402 pounds. On April 14th, 2014, when I had vertical sleeve when I had VSG surgery on April 14th, 2014, I weighed 360.6 pounds. Last week, I weighed 205.4 pounds, and today I weighed 206 pounds. So that's a 0.6 gain since last week. Woo, yay! Not so much. In the last 12 months, I am down 32.2 pounds. In the last 4 weeks, I am up 2 pounds. So, obviously, still struggling from a weight loss perspective. I know. Here's the thing. In the early days post-op, when I was losing a lot of weight and this was all new, I had a lot to tell you guys in terms of, and it really wasn't anything anybody else couldn't tell you in terms of, what do you eat? What are you doing? How do you exercise? Blah, blah, blah. What are the things you're doing to maximize this period that I thought was never going to end for me, which it did, of rapid weight loss. I can't tell you guys that much about that anymore. I mean, I'm not following the rules to a T. I'm not losing weight quickly. My food and exercise regimen are pretty, there's not a whole lot of change going on as it relates to that. More of the change is, going down a not so good slippery slope. So all I can do really is be honest with you about the struggles that I'm having. And I will be honest in saying that's not always easy. But I've always said I'm committed to making videos at least 6 months after I hit my goal, which is now 175 pounds, or about 30 pounds from now. Hopefully that 6 months happens. That 6 months post-hitting goal happens within my lifetime. We shall see. But so I have to have something to talk about, and I feel like the only thing that I really have to give you guys right now is to be honest about what my struggles are, and that's not always easy to do, just saying. So, my big struggle right now is drinking. And I really honestly never thought I would say that. I was not a big drinker prior to surgery. And, is it a transfer addiction? I don't know. I'm not using alcohol to the extent that I used food. But there's a lot more social activity in my life. I, am doing a lot of new things that, I don't know, just make me a little vulnerable. And I found that I have been using alcohol somewhat as a crutch. And it's not even really so much the amount of alcohol I'm drinking in terms of calories or carbohydrates, because it's not really that significant in terms of if I were not to eat after I started drinking, it's empty calories. It's not what I should be consuming, but it's not like taking my calories too much outside of my, 1,200 calorie range when you look at my day. But the problem is that after I start eating, I start making poor food choices. And I think the sugar that's in alcohol, but I don't know. Never mind, I'm not even going there. But it makes me crave more sugar and carbs, or I'll eat something like that, because I went for months and months and months without even ever craving bread or something sweet or whatever. Now that's not so much the case. So that's where I'm at. It's a struggle. I'm aware of it. I'm not totally ready to do anything about it. I'm sort of at the point that I was with food, and that I didn't want anybody to tell me what to do necessarily. But anyway, that's what I'm struggling with. I'm aware of it. The one thing I've decided again to try, changing one thing a week, because I have slacked off in a lot of areas. But I've decided it's not going to start with water because that's been really difficult for me. I do it some day. I mean, some days I am able to get 64 ounces, where before I got 80 to 100, but not every day. I have not been able to do that. And if the day gets away from me and it gets to be the end of the night, I can't physically do it. So I decided today that the goal for this week is 60 grams of protein. So today I've had 78 grams of protein so far. It's like 8 o'clock, or I don't know, maybe it's 9 o'clock at night here. And I am stuffed to the gills. I could not, if I wanted to, eat a sweet carb, because when you eat dense protein, guess what? You get really full. So that's my goal for this week. That's what I'm looking at. I have another goal that I'm going to set, but I'm going to make a separate video on that. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I'm going to put a link to it below. Sarah and Chris Waffle did a video today on a challenge that they've created, Countdown to Nashville, in preparation for WLSFA, and trying to bring a healthier self to the conference in Nashville. So I'm going to take them up on that challenge, and I will do a video about that after this. Have you guys not had enough videos for me today? That Countdown to Nashville video will be my 4th video this week, which I never hardly ever do. But anyway, so I'm going to do that video. I'm going to do a video a week talking about that goal and my progress towards that goal every week between now and Nashville, which is 18 weeks from now. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you will join me. I'm going to challenge everybody who is speaking or moderating or on a panel at WLSFA. And I think probably half the weight loss surgery community is on the panel that I'm moderating at WLSFA. So that should be a lot of you guys. Anyway, what else weight loss surgery related? Something I've been thinking about just recently is, and I don't know if this sounds, I don't know what it sounds like, but I feel like I'm a little bit too focused on how I look and how people respond to how I look. And I think I need to get a little bit of a grip on that, because that's not everything. And particularly, where I think it's a problem is that now that I'm concerned that I'm not losing, and I mean, I really have gained, really, I was at 199 for like 5 minutes, but I mean, really, we're talking about a 3-pound gain that I've had over the last couple of months. And that is not enough to make me look at myself in every outfit I try on and say, oh my God, that looks horrible. It just isn't. That's not realistic. That's some kind of weird, head game I'm playing with myself. All my clothes still fit. 3 pounds is not that big of a deal. I still want to continue to lose, but the way my mind's going about it and my focus on how people react to how I look is, I don't know. I think it's preoccupying me a little bit too much. And I don't exactly know how to deal with that. And I actually almost want to re-record this video again. This is where I stopped last time because I thought that's a really stupid thing to say. But it's actually what's going on in my head. So anyway, I need to be less focused on people complimenting me on how I look or commenting on how I look, because it's maybe distracting me from the more important things or getting me all screwed up in the head about this little weight gain that I've had. So anyway, that's where I'm at weight loss surgery related. Oh, except I am so excited because just today, so many fun, well, it's not just today, but a lot of stuff is coming together where I'm going to be seeing a lot of my weight loss surgery friends in the coming months, and I'm very excited about it. So first of all, Amy Gets a VSG, Lorraine, Xena Warrior Princess, and Christine, Teeny Tiny Tummy for Christine, are coming to visit me next week. Amy and Lorraine, I think, will be here on Wednesday. Christine will be here on Thursday. Amy and Lorraine are running the Disney Half Marathon. Christine and I will be cheering them on. So super excited to see them. And also found out today that somebody's going to come visit me for my birthday. I'll let her say who that is, but I'm very excited. My actual birthday when I turn 50 is March 2nd. And one of my weight loss surgery friends is going to come in on that night and stay for a few days. So I'm super excited about that. Then there's Chicago. And I think Amy's going to also be here in February again. So I'll see her again in February. I'll see her in Chicago in March. I found out today from Patty that she is confirmed to come to Nashville. So it's all good, and I'm so excited that I get to hang with my people. Okay, so what's going on from a just general life perspective? Last year, I called last year the year that didn't suck. And Gastric Tiger commented, I did like a year in review compilation photo video over the weekend. And Gastric Tiger commented on it today saying that this year, 2016, would be the year that rocks. And I'm naming and claiming that. 2016 for me is the year that's going to rock. I don't know that my primary focus is going to be on weight loss. I mean, one of my goals, and I said my goals in my New Year's tag video, and I may talk about that more next week, but, you know, one of my goals is to get to 175 pounds. That's my, that's what I've decided is my weight loss goal. People generally, I've talked to a couple people this week who are not in the weight loss surgery community, don't watch my videos, don't know how much I weigh, and when I told them that I weighed 205 pounds, they didn't believe me. They were like, oh my God, I totally thought you weighed at least 30 pounds less than that. So that's awesome. I like that. I think that's about exercise. But I had originally set a goal that was around 140, but I think 175 is fine. And hopefully I'll be able to get plastics, and that's another 13, 15 pounds. And it's all good. You know, I mean, honestly, I feel pretty good the way I look now. So that's one goal. But I think the other goals are more life related. And I read, I've been thinking about this ever since I read Scott's post on my video this morning. And it's like, well, what does the year that rocks mean to me? What does that look like? And I happened to read, I was getting my nails done and was reading this other book, and there were like some personal stories in the book. And this woman was describing her journey through something. And I mean, I don't want to plagiarize, but I changed a few words, but I could not think of a better sort of mission and vision statement for 2016, turning 50 for Elizabeth than this. So I'm just going to read it to you guys. So, and this is my adaptation of this other woman's thing. My journey this year is about understanding myself, trusting myself, learning how to be authentic, and recognizing the power I have within. I've embraced my body and softened my edges. I have laid down my sword, and I'm becoming a softer, gentler, wiser version of myself. I'm stepping into the fullness of myself and my power. And that's what I feel like this year is for me. Last year was getting to a place where I, where I liked who I was, where I was able to develop friendships and relationships, to be close to people. And this is the year where I really own my power and all the things that are possible for me. So that's what I got going on. Life's a little stressful right now. I have to find a place to live. I'm going out to look at places tomorrow with Patty. Pretty much everybody I know who cares about me has texted me today asking me, how's that house hunting thing going? Well, it hasn't gone anywhere yet, but it will be going somewhere starting tomorrow. I don't know. I'm super excited for this year. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Do watch the video I'm going to make next. It's Countdown to Nashville, week 1 from Finding Elizabeth. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.